Okay, let's go over pick some bands. So this team is weak to water, fire, and somewhat electric. He only has one water type, but it's weak to digital, and will outspeed it. Our earth resistances aren't great, so just ban size munch here. We'll preferably do a digital or fire start. Okay, he bans Tyrannac. That's good for us. So what do we want to do here? He has Garunda, but that doesn't get an electric attack until turn 3, so it's not a great option for him. So I think we're pretty safe to just do a Head Gene and Mimit start here. The worst thing he could pick for us now would be Rolder. Okay, so this means he's probably just going to go for a Purgation onto Rolder and Stone Ball turn 1. Garunda is weak to Earth and Crystal, so we could bring Drakesh here. Drakesh is also weak to Earth. So let's just bring Nature Chromion for the synergy and the resists. I think for the rest of his team, Fire is pretty good. Nature is not that great, and Melee is not that great. We'll probably want to ban Negaze next here. It's probably the thing he's got the best against the rest of our team. And we'll probably take the rest of the digital package. Question is, do we want another Hellfire user? Or do we want Loali? I think it depends on what he picks here. If he takes both melees, we won't want to take Drakesh because it's weak to melee. He only took one of those, so I think we'll take Drakesh. Mimit's pretty much always good. Okay, so we have no earth resists, so the one thing we could do is swap in Mimit to tank the first Rolder hit, but it's probably not worth it. I think Hedging could survive one hit, unless he uses Purgation. So our only real way to survive this is potentially getting a burn onto Rolder. I think we'll just go for some damage. Okay, so he probably doesn't have Stone Ball. Chromion will go down here, unfortunately. So here we could bring out Monko, who's good against Rolder, or we could get Hellfire synergy with the bottom two options. I don't think Hellfire is going to do a whole lot of damage here, so let's bring out Monko to threaten the Rolder. Hellfire will do more damage if we can trigger Reactive Vial on the Rolder as well. So he could bring out Branch here to resist the melee attack, but I think that's alright. Okay, he's going to swap into Branch. I think that's fine. Hopefully we won't overexert with this Mom's Lunch. Okay, well this actually puts us in a really good position. I'm not entirely sure why he would have made those two swaps, considering Branch is also weak to digital. So the only thing he might do here is swap Garunda back in so that we can't attack Branch with a digital attack. So if we think he's going to do that, we could use Fire Tornado on Branch to kill it before it can move. And then we can also just go for a Microwaves into it in case he does swap it. Alright, so what do we want to do here? We don't want to send out Mimit here because it'll copy the roller, and we have a special attack Mimit. So in a way, if we're going to swap Hedging, we have to swap it for Drakash, which is not great because that will be weak to Rolder. We could just Soul Shout Rolder here, it would probably kill it. The only thing is, if he swaps out here, we will overexert using Soul Shout. Gulda's not really a threat here, our whole team basically resists poison. So I think we swap in Drakash here so that it has Hellfire for next turn, and we can swap Munko back out into Hedging. Okay, so here we have a pretty easy turn. He doesn't have any fire resists except Rolder, but we can still get a 2-turn burn on that with the Hellfire synergy. So we'll just swap to Hedging and use Hellfire here. Okay, we have to decide if we want to double up into Rolder here and try and kill it, or do we just want to attack twice into Gulda? Well, we need one of these fire Tems to survive for Gaialis, because we can probably one-shot Gaialis. The only problem here is that we don't have great damage into Rolder. So Hedging is faster, so it will attack before Drakash. So I think our best play here is to try and kill Rolder. So Fire Tornado would be half damage, so it's at 72.5 power. Mud Shower is 70, but we have the Iron Coating for 10% more damage. So let's just go for a Hellfire and Mud Shower. Okay, that rockfall hurt. Thankfully the burn stopped it from killing us, but the good thing is both of our fires survived here for Gaialis. Alright, we can just Hellfire again here. It covers any swaps that he could potentially make. The only thing is he's probably going to swap Gaialis out. I think he's trying to bait a fire attack. Fire Tornado would be really strong if he didn't swap it out, but I think we should just go for a Plasma Beam here to keep Hedging alive from overexertion. That way, if he does swap out Gaialis, then we won't kill our Hedging. Oh, he does swap it out. Hopefully we'll just get a double KO here. That's unfortunate. We got the Mom's Lunch again, so Hedging will die here to overexertion. Drakash might take a lot of damage as well. Alright, but it survived, which is important. This is probably the best chance we're going to get to copy Drakesh to help deal with his Gaialis. I'd expect to see a helicopter kick here, so hopefully Munko will be able to survive that. And ideally Mimit will be able to take one hit here. If we put a Fiery Soul burn on it, it might help it survive. We could kill Golda, but I think the burn is more important. Golda's not really threatening our team. Oh, he has bait. Hopefully it will still survive a helicopter kick. Okay, Mimit did survive. Let's see if he doubles up into it. Oh, he made a big error there. You can't bamboozle an immune Tem. Okay, well, we know Gaialis is dead to another Fiery Soul. So that's really good. So this turn we can just go for a Soul Shot into Rolder, or Gulda, sorry, and a Fiery Soul into Gaialis. Does Gaialis have any way of outspeeding us? I don't think he does, but just in case he does, let's double up into it. We should easily be able to kill Bunch here. I don't think it has any double attacks. The only thing he could do is Bamboozle, but really all that does is waste the turn. Let's use Fire Tornado here just to get the most damage. Nice. Alright. GG's. I'll see you all in game 2. Okay, so again here, depending on what we want to start with, Fire looks pretty good against this team. Digital also looks pretty good. He only has one water with Gario and one electric with Volgon. He has Tyrannac for fire. Okay, so we have one weakness to each. We don't have any poison, so it's pretty much always worth banning Tyrannac if you don't have any poison. Otherwise it can be a real pain to deal with. We have a lot of natures that threaten Gario here. Do we have anything that threatens our natures? There was Tyrannac, but we already banned that. I think a nature start here is the best. So which ones do we want to start? I think we want to take Nature Chromion for sure. And if we pick Lawali, he'll pick Valorend. If we take Chimerian, he'll probably take Gorong. We could also start Mimit. Neither of these two are weak to poison. So I think that's actually the best start here. Doesn't really have anything to threaten them. Okay, so he's going to go and pick up Volgon. So considering we're going to be going the nature route this game, it's probably worth banning Vol around here. I'm assuming he'll ban Tyrannac here, because he doesn't have anything to do with it now. His Nidricel could be running Toxic Ink, but you don't really see that too much. Okay, that's fine for us, so... we can take Hedgeen if he picks Nidricel. Tyrannac gives the Hellfire synergy. So what else do we want to take? Chimerian or Lowali? What do we not want him to take? Preferably he wouldn't take Pick-a-Pick, but we don't have any picks that threaten Pick-a-Pick, so we don't have too much influence on there. Let's pick Hedgeen and Tyrannac, and hopefully he picks Gario, because Gario is really weak into our team. Okay, not surprising that he doesn't. So now we have to decide between Chimerian and Lowali. He has 1 strength against Chimerian and potentially 1 strength against Lowali. But Lowali also threatens Nidricel back, so I think it's just a better pick here. Okay, so I don't think Volgon is much of a threat to our team here. The only thing he can hit super effectively is Hedgeen with electric attacks. So let's focus on getting Rolder out of the way here. Okay, unfortunately he's going to pick up the KO on Chromion here. Let's bring in Tyrannac to keep Sinnoh-type active. We should be able to get a kill with Nature Torrent here. He's probably going to swap Rolder into Nidricel. But that is weak to fire. So I think we'll go for the Nature Torrent here, and we will Embers into it as well in case he does swap to Nidricel. Okay, now he's going to bring out Nidricel. So now we need to focus the Volgon. We want to be able to bring out Hedgeen to deal with the Nidricel. He might swap Volgon because it is low on stamina now. Lowali also helps here, but it is potentially weak to Nidricel. So I think it's risky to swap into Hedgeen here in case he just goes for another Thunder Strike. If he doesn't swap, we could potentially just kill Volgon here. But next time we can do a lot more damage to it. I think it would be best to keep Chromion alive here for the digital synergy with Hedgeen. So let's swap it out for Lowali here and go for an Embers. Okay, he did actually end up swapping, so we could have kept it in, but I don't think it was worth the risk. And he does run Toxic Ink on Nidrasil. That's not ideal. We can do a lot of damage to Nidrasil this turn though. With just Tyrannek. So I think it might be worth swapping Lawali back out here. Yeah, I think it is worth swapping back out here. If he goes for another Toxic Ink, that's weakened to Hedgine. And Gorong's probably just going to use Rush to start trying to build its attack. He doesn't have any fire resists either, so it's safe to just go for a Flaming Meteorite into Nidrasil. Okay, here I think we definitely want to start focusing Gorong. It can get out of control pretty quickly. We do have two nice spread moves this turn though, so I think we may as well get the damage onto both. Outgrowth also traps Gorong if he doesn't swap it, which lets us get digital microwaves off next turn. Okay, that buff's not too big of a deal. Microwave's a special attack anyway, so we should still be able to get the KO. So we'll swap into Chromion here and let's just hope it gets the KO. It's a pretty safe play because he can't swap it. Oh, I don't really know why he was doing that. Forgot that both of his Tems were trapped, I guess. Well, now it's definitely going to be dead before it can attack. Okay, well, that's the biggest threat on his team down though. And Pick a Pick obviously low enough now to easily get a KO before it can attack. Chromion's decided to turn into digital Chromion, I guess. Lost its nature look. Okay, so now our choice is we can use Hellfire again for some big split damage. I don't think he's keeping Nidrasil in here now though. I think he's just swapped it into bait the fire attack. If we attack with Hedgine here, I'll overexert. So I think it's actually safer to swap into Lawali. He doesn't really help us anymore. And then another option is obviously just a digital play, where we just double attack into everything. I think it's worth keeping Hedgine alive here, so let's swap back into Tyrannek. And we can just pick up the KO on Pick a Pick here. We could go for a hologram, but if he doesn't attack us, that would be really bad. So I think it's better to just kill Pick a Pick. We'll use Resin Trap instead in case he swaps into Volgon for some more damage. Well, with Fainted Curse, that poison tick will kill Chromion, unfortunately. Okay, so now we need to decide if we want to send out Luali, because Volgon is super effective against Hedgeen. So if we can kill Volgon before we have to send out Hedgeen, that would be great. Okay, so we have Flaming Meteor right back up, so it's an easy play. But what do we want to do here? Digicel threatens the two Tems we have out, and Volgon threatens Hedgeen in the back. Digicel's also more tanky, but Hedgeen can deal with Digicel quite well. So I think it's worth putting as much damage into Volgon here as possible. Okay, so if Tyrannac can kill Volgon here, I think that puts us in a pretty good spot. Okay, Tyrannac didn't actually overexert there, so he needs to be able to kill Hedgeen in one turn. So we can just go for an Embers here. Tyrannac will die to poison after the exertion damage, but I really don't think he'll be able to kill Hedgeen here. So if we need, we can get 2 attacks in. Nice, okay, back above 1200. Alright, good game. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.